What's it like having 500 people call you dad at once? Back when I was young and full of energy, I donated 689 times over 2 years, all for that 25 grand in compensation. But here's the kicker. The hospital wanted their money back fast, so they secretly sold my genes to 500 female patients. Wasn't until 18 years later, middle-aged me finally found out. I already had 533 kids. Now 142 of those kids have filed a lawsuit, trying to track down their biological father. The court gave me an envelope with profiles of all 142 kids. I was dying to know what my kids looked like, so I randomly picked a file. This loot box blew my mind. I pulled a freaking basketball star. I couldn't believe my loser genes could produce something this good. Watching that athletic figure on the court, I was bursting with pride. Wanted to tell everyone right then, that basketball star is my son. Riding that fatherly high, I couldn't wait to pull the second file. This kid had it worse than me. I pretended to be a customer and ordered coffee, but my waiter's son looked totally bummed out. Turns out he's always wanted to be an actor. Had a huge audition today, but he had to work so he couldn't go. Seeing my son heartbroken felt worse than losing my own money. So I handed my son the car keys.
Bring it back without a scratch.
And covered his shift myself. But I forgot. I'm also a total screw-up. My clumsy ass actually got my son fired. I nervously waited for my son to return. Thankfully, he brought back good news. He nailed the audition and landed a role. I was so moved I almost cried. Maybe I can't reveal myself to every kid, but watching them from the shadows ain't bad. I pinned all 142 profiles on my wall. Started anonymously visiting each kid, like faking drowning at the pool, so my lifeguard son could rescue me, or disguising myself as a passerby, cheering on my street musician son, even tailing my smoking hot daughter, scaring off all the creeps around her. Seeing my kids, scattered across all walks of life, filled me with this massive sense of accomplishment. But then one day, I met a very special kid. He was abandoned by his birth mother due to a disability. Been living in an orphanage ever since. I felt so guilty, thinking my genes caused my son's misfortune. Right then, I discovered something even more worrying. One of my sons and one of my daughters met up outside a hotel. I nervously followed them, but they walked into a conference hall. I curiously opened a flyer on the seat. It was the 142 Kids Father Finding Alliance, which means every single one of these 100+ people here are my kids.